this is Dr. H here from valuewhatmatters.com. This is episode 2 in Living Through a Pandemic. I'll share with you a behind the scenes look at how I'm coping as a professor working at home doing crisis homeschooling. Join me. So I am a professor in the College of Business and Leadership at Eastern University, and on March 16th, the governor of the state of Pennsylvania closed down the state. I had just gotten over the hump of the semester, and I was looking forward to the summer where I was determined that I was going to write this book, which I had applied for a sabbatical the year before to write, and I didn't get it, and I was like, I'm going to write this book. And all of a sudden, my work just went into high gear because we had to adjust to taking care of our students, adjust to some of the challenges they were facing, revamp my curriculum, take care of my kids whose schools were closed. And it seemed as though everybody needed a meeting with me. So it was Zoom, 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 Zoom all day long. And there just didn't seem to be enough hours in the day in addition to the uncertainty of it all. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Am I going to catch a break here? And so the initial days were very, very challenging. On top of everything that was happening as a professor of leadership studies with a focus on higher ed and issues affecting the Black diaspora and people of color, the murder of George Floyd was crippling. In addition to everything that I was being called upon to do, I felt because of my positionality, I needed to be a voice, I needed to advocate, I needed to talk to my children, and at the same time manage all of this. And it just sucked the wind out of me, and I found myself struggling to find my voice in it for quite a bit. And I think that was one of the most challenging times in this whole thing. While I did find my voice and I was able to write about it and to speak to my children about what had happened and begin to frame the conversation in a way that I thought it was important for them to hear. I wrote a poem, it's called About Yesterday, and you can find it on Medium. And also to lead and speak unapologetically about racism and some of the issues around that in my communications as co-chair of the department to students and in other venues. And so after the initial shock of the whole thing, we decided we just had to adapt, and I found that I had to come up with a strategy. Toni Morrison had written her book when her kids were young by getting up early in the morning, and so I started getting up at 5 a.m. so I could spend time with God and then devote about 2 hours to writing. And it has been a tremendous blessing. What started out is, I'm just going to do a short book, has turned into a full-length book. And I'm not going to say any more about that because that's another story. The importance of now, the urgency of now, and taking every advantage that we have to accomplish what is in our heart and our given abilities to do. And so I'm pressing forward in spite of, and I'm bending, and I am moving forward.